Hello fellow crafters and welcome back to maxdmcrafting. Stonework, brickwork, stucco, wood grain, shingles, how to make windows, how to make doors, flocking, architecture stuff, embellishment, engineering, all this stuff in one project. We are building another amazing townhouse, and this time I will create this project. This project is the merchant house, guys. I've been inspired by the real terrain hobbies, but also by the tabletop world creations. I will split this big project in at least 3 episodes for create an high detailed house, guys. And we will start from the level 1 right now. Let's go craft! I think this type of project is like a test of the crafting skills achieved over time. Year after year I have built several fantasy houses, and in each of them I have tried to raise the level of my work, or I have applied new techniques for myself, thus engraving them into the stone of my skills. One thing I have learned over the years is to prepare before starting to build most of the material that I'm going to use. I like to divide my pieces into beams and boards, on which I will then engrave the wood grain, and walls and rocks, with which I will create the stucco walls or the stoneworks. Another thing I have learned over the years is to trust my eyes and my aesthetic taste more than my measurements. This is why in making this house in 28mm scale, I immediately use a reference miniature. The base of this house is L-shaped, with the long side of 8 inches by 4 inches and the short side composed of an area of 4 by 4 inches. I start immediately to place the large support beams. This level will be that of the great room of the house and also corresponds to a simple and solid structure. The height of the walls will be 2.5 inches for this level. Although for playability it is absolutely better to build houses that, when the levels are opened, remain without the walls, in this case I wanted to enrich the piece with the inside of the walls for a truly immersive experience. I have created the perfect wooden beam floor very quickly, and I have already prepared the walls. The large support beams that you see has a shape of an arrowhead, will be absolutely removable to facilitate access to the miniatures. However, their creation allows us to give more realism to the structure. For the door, I use one of the Games Workshop doors that I cloned as a template. I created this in transparent resin, which can be very useful for seeing through it while tracing the lines on a piece of XPS foam. I use PVA glue and only rarely hot glue. Although the drying times are much longer, the result is cleaner and much longer lasting. see how I created a small template for all the windows on this floor. In this way I am fast and I can keep the overall appearance consistent. I insert the wooden supports. 100% of this project will be in XPS foam, guys. See what happens if your camera is on the workbench. As you can see, I took a piece of XPS foam about 3-4 mm thick and I violently textured it with a nice piece of aluminum foil. Then I start to tear off irregular pieces with my nails. Anything that is half a square inch in size, a little more or a little less, it's fine. You can also create smaller pieces, but for those it is possible to make it later. Once done, squeeze well the pieces several times in your hand and that's it. We have perfect rocks for our stone wall. Let's put it together. This is the moment where I just stop this video for asking you the usual YouTuber stuff. Remember, these videos are possible because you are supporting me, so don't forget to support me through Patreon or PayPal, or just following the Amazon links in the description box below. Remember, another amazing way to support this channel is just watching my videos, sharing them. So please speak with your friends and share this channel. Let's back to work. We complete the structure with the last supporting beams. These will all be fixed to the walls, with the exception of the diagonal beam, which I will leave removable as an arrow-shaped structure. Now I'm beautifying the fireplace, adding some runes purchased from Green Stuff World. They are difficult to use because they are really tiny, but the result is guaranteed. Now let's move on to my technique for Stonewall textures. Here there are three main elements. The first is that I don't use just water, but a mix of water and PVA glue. The second is to use baking soda mixed with acrylic paint. And the third is to use a color that is slightly different from your base material, so as to be sure to fully cover all the parts of your interest. With the brush I try to fill in the spaces and cracks between the rocks as best as possible. In case of smudges, just wipe with water and dilute the paint that has gone out of place. The baking soda will create a light, realistic texture, as well as making the XPS foam rock hard. I also use the same mixture for the Stucco Walls. The rest is a beautiful painting process that I let you enjoy, a series of washes and dry brush strokes, all seasoned with basic flocking. The entire piece will be completed in detail only upon completion of all levels for a general coherence effect. Okay guys, this is it for today. I hope you liked this video. If you like this video, please hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe this channel. Till next time, happy crafting!